All right, this is super no spoiler. I'm actually cooking right now some eggs, an egg. The bacon's not ready in time, so it's just an egg quesadilla. Let me know if you want a piece. It has green onion, not green onions, green peppers, onions, some chili flakes, you know, salt, pepper, all that good stuff. Let me know if you want a piece. I was watching this little fun snippet here. I don't even know much about Resident Evil, but I think it's hilarious. So I'm gonna press the home button, and it's definitely about that time. So is it Samira? Is it Jack? I have no idea, but my phone was rumbling, which means my friend probably already watched the video by now because it's been 6 minutes past. But I'm cooking. I actually put the heat on low just so I can do this, so it won't burn on me while I'm doing the video. So like, comment, subscribe if you like the dedication, and it is. Oh, wait, I gotta go to the top. To the top. Oh no! What the? Oh wow! Okay, we gotta. Let me just. We need to go straight to the source, and it is Samira. So a lot of times it has the YouTube link. Is it that fresh that it's not on YouTube yet? There it is. Let's go.
Take the shot or lose the chance.
Let's see what she does.
Don't ask for permission.
Flair. I know it's just gonna ask. Oh, resets when the. I don't even know what the hell that is. So she's a 2-drop, which kind of makes sense. I never made my predictions for Samira as much, but I assumed that she would be a low-cost card. She is from Noxus, which makes sense. Because I feel like she has to do a lot, right? She has to do something. She's definitely a champion that I don't think should level up in the deck. So let me see. When I'm summon or strike, create a Flair in hand if you don't have one. If I've seen you play 6 cards, resets when you start a round with the attack token. So it has to be, you have to do a lot before so she can level. But she needs to level in a turn, which makes sense. So Flair, if it's a fast speed spell, which I'm assuming not though, it's probably a slow, burst speed. But if it's a fast speed spell, I'm going to have an orgasm of Jin.
Or forgiveness.
Talk about, wait, why is this? Okay, because I paused it.
Hope they're watching.
No, that was burst.
You want style? You found her. If it's stabbed.
Oh my god, hold on. I can't zoom out. I'll probably have to zoom in. She actually has her little counter, so you can actually see it. So you can know, oh, I need to remove her or not. And of course, she's a 2/2 quick attack. I didn't even mention that.
Cuts or explodes. We've got it. Is this
Flair's burst. Challenger. Wow, giving anything challenger for whatever amount of mana that is nuts. Give me that. But it looked like it reset though. There it goes. B, parlay. They're showing her with the package.
Follow me.
S. Spin it, girl.
Try to keep up. Don't hold anything back. I won't.
Dude, that was... I'm sorry. That's like a weird animation because of... If you play... I almost want to play a League of Legends game with Samira, and her ultimate and how she actually does her actual combos in the game are crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. I would expect a better level animation, but then I'm looking at this effect and I'm like, oh boy. When I'm summon or strike, create a 0-cost Flair. When you play 6+ cards, rally. So now it doesn't say every time you play 6 cards, like something like a Lux. Like Lux technically can create a jillion lasers, right? But for this one, it's like she's on the field and then you get a free rally if you play a bunch of cards in a turn, which depending on discounts and stuff like that could be pretty crazy. Definitely could be crazy. That level up animation killed me though. I don't feel like focus speed. She has a focus speed hit the Nexus. So she synergizes.
Is it for all that daring espionage?
A bastard and a refugee.
Damn.
Quite a pair, eh?
Don't need to reload a fist.
Fists aren't the most effective weapon, but I admire your panache. What a shame.
She's boosting herself up.
This should be fun.
So you want to... He's not gonna die.
Sorry, lot. Where's your spirit?
Wait, what? Why did he...
Ah.
Wait, what? I normally don't go backwards, but like, doesn't he survive? That's the first time he was just played.
Ah.
You can't take me. I'm the best brawler here.
I hope so. I'd hate to waste my time on anyone less. Blink and you'll miss me.
He got recalled.
Make this interesting for me.
They're making it really hard to see when, yeah.
You'll be sold out sooner than you know.
Activate all plunder effects. I saw that. That's nuts. Oh boy, that's nuts.
Love the mask? Sorry, it's going to get blood on it.
All right, I'm gonna pause there. Hold on, let me check on my food. I'm so serious. Looking good, looking good. All right, so a lot of burst speed stuff. Focus. It was kind of hard to keep track of what was going on. So this is Flair. So deal 1 to the enemy nexus or give an ally challenger. That is like usually it's like similar, but it's pretty much activate plunder or challenge something that you want to get rid of. And she creates that on summon. So on turn 2, even with 1 mana banked up, just think about that. That's kind of nuts. Like, you can give someone challenger. You have a consistent way of giving someone challenger, which is kind of scary, right? I think that that's a really very strong effect that she has. But yeah, and then she has Samira's All Out, which is her thing. I have to go back and look at the video to see if it's a regular card, but it's a give ally +2/+0 this round. Plunder, give it +2/+2. Instead, create a Samira in your deck. I'm pretty sure that's a regular card. That doesn't seem like it would needs to be specified to her. It's probably a regular card, which is going to really accelerate aggro decks. Stylish Shot, which is this is the card that we kept seeing her use. I thought that was Flair, but it's not. So deal 1 to the enemy nexus. The next time an ally strikes the nexus this round, create a Stylish Shot in hand. So it's hit the nexus for 1, focus speed. And if someone strikes, the next time an ally strikes, so it has to be a unit, strikes the nexus, you get another one in hand, which is really good for Samira, right? You do this and then attack again. With the challenger, like you could easily use Flair to say, well, how much damage do I want to do? I could deal 1, or I can give something else challenger to push more damage, like on Samira. Like say you want Samira to hit the nexus, boom, Samira hits the nexus because you gave something else challenger, and it strikes. So yeah, there's a lot to that, right? There's a lot of combos with that. You definitely want to run Stylish Shot with her. Barb Chain we already know about. Brazen Buccaneer we know about. This one we already know about. We know about this one. But the Adroit Artificer. When I'm summoned, activate all ally plunder effects. So it's basically that 2-cost card. This card on crack. It's 5 cost, and depending on what you have now, that is going to accelerate some of the other plunder cards like Pandemonium and stuff like that, because that's just going to be super duper strong. Like, that's insane as far as so she has, obviously they're bringing plunder to Noxus, and with that, what is interesting about that, like you guys saw in the last video, I pretty much looked into that there is no Noxus plunder. So it's kind of curious if they want to do that with other archetypes, right? Let's say eventually they bring, Predict the Noxus. I'm just using it as a random example. That you then allow yourself to give another region pretty much an archetype, and that will expand it, because now you can run Noxus Bilgewater like you've always been doing, but now you can run a little bit different archetypes, and you might be able to get away from Pirate Aggro. Or now that it has Plunder, maybe you run Freljord, Noxus, and maybe you run a different type of Plunder-esque deck there. Or, like, since it's hitting the Nexus or something like that, you can, maybe run, Transform deck, Noxus, Bandle City, and do stuff like that. So Brash seems to be only with the Brazen Buccaneer, so I'm pretty, like, usually when they introduce a keyword, it's usually supposed to be on multiple units, so we're pretty much going to be right, at least, like, Jack's going to have Brash, or he's going to summon units with Brash. Like, it's weird to introduce a keyword and only one unit has it so far. And if they do put out more, I'm pretty sure Kaiser will be happy. Unfortunately, Samira does not work with Jin because all these are burst or focus speed, but it would have been a nice thing because it actually makes sense that she's burst because she like spazzes. Like Samira is like a spaz character. That's why it's kind of weird that her level up animation is just her kind of running. She's just chasing someone down, which is just like really weird. Oh, you know what? So this is how it's unfamiliar. Set only works when he's attacking, right? He only gets that barrier when he's attacking, so you could actually just kill him if oh god. Set looks worse and worse. He looks worse and worse, my guy. Like, I can't fathom, like, so if you basically can't even play him on a defending turn unless you feel like he's going to survive, or you're going to keep him alive or something, because that doesn't trigger. It's nice that he can block on this turn, I guess, and then, like, he could block here as long as they don't have 5, and then you could kind of go throughout that, like, but golly, bro. Poor
This
Set,
should
bro.
be fun.
I just want to see that level of animation again.
I won't try to keep up. Don't hold anything back. I won't
Like he's just chasing a random dude.
try to keep up.
Actually chasing the hour guy.
I won't.
Like she's just chasing the owl guy. That's it. I am not a fan of that. Like you have Set that's actually fighting something. Samira should have been in. If you just know her ultimate, she should have been like spitting like a lunatic, killing multiple people or shooting a bunch of people. Like I don't know. Maybe that's too gruesome. Maybe it's too violent or graphic or something like that. But her ultimate is like her basically like doing like capoeira, I think, or something like that. I don't know if she's like Reaper, just spinning and shooting all day. But I think her ultimate is like her using all her weapons, kind of spinning in a circle. I would have loved to have kind of seen that because that's how her ult works. And they did a really good job here of really making you feel like you have to play 6 cards. I've seen you play 6 cards. Resets when you start a round with the attack token. So when you start a round with the attack token, so you could play a bunch of cards. It's actually really easy to level up. So it's not that you even have to do it in a round. So let's say you play a Samira, or she's already on the field. You could start stacking on on that turn, and then the next turn that plays, you know, you don't have the attack token, so it's very easy to level her up. So I don't know if that needs a nerf, but like I could definitely say for the very least that she's going to be an absolute problem. Also, unlike Vayne, when she summons, she can keep creating these, right? When I'm summoned or when I strike, right? So duplicating her, or let's say just soul cleaving her for just the fun of soul cleaving, right? You know, you would get multiple flares. So there could be another type of combo deck orientation with that, and also when she strikes, she'll create the flare in the hand as well. And flares are 1 damage to the enemy nexus. So I feel like there might be something tricky sticky with that, like that you might be able to pull off some nonsense that you're maybe not that many people are looking towards, especially with Stylish Shot. Maybe there's a way to, I can't think of it on top, because I mean Noxus Shadow Owls would be a decent ping deck, right? Because you have the drain cards, you have the prankster, and she's such a low cost card. She's so very easy. There could be something there. Flair, Stylish Shots, and you just ping the Nexus all day. That'd be pretty interesting with some plunder effects here and there. But you know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's lackluster, or are you thinking like, oh my god, she's broken? I don't think she's broken, but I do think that it is basically what Lucian used to be, right? It's a very low-cost unit that can rally, but it's in a different region that might appreciate that a little bit more. I think that she actually might steal the spot of, what is it, Pyro Aggro, I think is it's MF and someone else. Like, I think that since MF is so hard to stick on the board, you might just run Samira instead. She works better with the plunder effects. She allows you to ping the Nexus as she's fighting. I think that they pretty much found a way better alternate to ping. Sorry, to like the aggro deck. It's a very good aggro deck, especially giving allies challenger instead of pinging, like I said, to push more damage to the Nexus. Pull all these guys have good stats. Pull that 1/1 that you summoned that's not doing jack diddly, and pull them to the side for literally 1 mana, and she cycles it, right? So she summons it, she could use it, and then when she strikes, she can use it again. She has quick attack, so she's very safe. So she can, like I said, or you can use it to remove blockers, obviously loot problem units. This pretty much makes any little small engine. She already has a 2-cost 2/2, but most likely gonna be a 2-cost 3/3. It's very easy to level up in a combo or play a bunch of spells deck. It's very easy to do that. I would think at least by turn 3 or 4, I think she's leveled, because you do need some mana, right? Depending on how you've been stacking your spell mana to play a bunch of cards, right? You know, so it's better to save your mana a little bit and then do all your stuff in 1 turn, and then you should be good. But interesting, very interesting. I think she's really good. I think you're going to see her a lot. I think she's going to be way more used in Set, I'll tell you that. Set will have a couple decks for the first week or something like that, and then you're going to see Set disappear, in my personal opinion. Samira you're going to see for a while, 100%. You're definitely going to see Samira for a while. She might even take I would say Annie's spot, but I think an Annie Jin deck, or sorry, Samira Jin deck wouldn't make sense. But it does ping the Nexus like crazy. Maybe not Jin, but maybe even, could you actually do like a, you use Jin, you use 1 copy of them, but then you just use like, because Jin doesn't really, I feel like he doesn't do much in the deck outside of that, you know, he pings the Nexus with the Lotus Trap a little bit. But what if you go 3-2-1, you use all of Jin's regions, right? You use his regions bonus, you use his regions advantage, and then you just run Samira for some additional pings and trading and stuff like that. You can give any ally challenges, so you can actually pull people in with Annie and kill people off. And you can make some of Jin's followers a little bit safer to attack by pulling them with certain stuff if Samira's there. I don't know. It could be interesting. Definitely interested to see what comes out of this, because Plunder has never been this easier to activate. It's just, oh my god. And then this, oh god. And you could even what if you multiply this guy? Like if you, it's when I'm summoned too. Activating some Plunder effects that normally would only be triggered on play. Like just think about that. Like just you know, go get excited, whatever it is, like get excited, go get it, or summoning, or even soul cleaving this guy, and like certain whatever's on the field is getting a play effect pretty much triggered again, which is kind of nuts. Like it's kind of nuts. Anywho, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I got to eat, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.